Right, there we go. Excuse me. Thanks for joining me. I'm trying this steady, which I don't have a steady base with, so that's going to be fun. Welcome, thank you for joining me. Coming in, this is the Perry 10K Share-a-thon round 2 beginning. Actually, officially begins in 4 minutes, but we have a 5-minute warm-up to get people on board. Hi Daniel, nice to have you here. Thanks for the hearts and the love. I'll do the round of inviting and everything in a moment, just to let you know what's coming up in this next hour. This is round 2. I'm titling it slightly differently because I speak to a different area of this conversation. So it's kind of what we do. Hi Daniel again, good to see you on this one. Hi Karen, nice to have you here. And everyone sharing up. Yeah, the warm-up. This is the warm-up. I love it. Thank you for that, Ms. Catherine. Whoops, where we go? Okay, so I'm hitting the screen, it's doing weird things on me. Okay, we're good. Okay, have everybody here. Come on in, come on in. Nice to have you here, Ketchy. Nice to have you here. Thanks for joining me. This is the second round. This is the Perry 10K Share-a-thon, round 2. How to overcome rejection as an entrepreneur, or anywhere, as I put it. And I'll get to all the details in a moment. If you're here for the first time, please make sure you do tap the screen. Actually tap the little guy in the corner. And, whoops, do that dashing interaction. Let's do this way first. I'll go back to the screen. Alright, hi, welcome. If you're here for the first time, hi, welcome. Please make sure that if you are here for the first time that you're doing tap the little guy in the corner and click on my profile and tap follow me. Also, if you're so kind as to invite your followers on Twitter and also followers on Periscope, that'd be awesome. Thanks for coming in, thanks for joining me, and I'll review in a moment what's happening the next hour so you know what's coming, and it's pretty stellar. So I get to lead off at top of the hour in about 2 minutes, and I'll be then leading into the folks who follow me. And I just realized, oh, I'm so sorry, Jai, I still have Stephanie's handle in my title, wrong title. Okay, I'll explain that in a moment. For those who don't get it, we'll take care of it. So, thanks for coming in, thanks for joining me, and I'm just going to tap the screen so you can... There we go, okay. Let me do, sorry, this way, the tripod is getting clunky. Alright, so, here we go, Perry 10K, Share-a-thon, round 2. In the red is perry10k.com/join. That is where you want to go if you want to join our group, if you're a speaker, coach, teacher, leader, inspirer, because tomorrow is the last day of this offer this year. You can't join after that. So if you want to get into this group, tomorrow's the last day, so get in there today. And the topic today is how to overcome rejection as an entrepreneur, or in my thoughts, or anywhere. And I'll get to that in a second. That's you? Well, yes, that's you, Jai. Jai is after me, as you can see. He's Get Self-Belief, that's Jai Garcia. Followed by the wonderful Steph with an F, Stephanie Rennert. Followed by Ms. Jessica Welsh, who's coming after her. And then after that is Deborah Acker. And following that finally is Linda Ugolo. So that's the folks in the current run-up. There's 6 of us, so we actually go to the top of the hour today to basically go from top of the hour at 2 p.m. Pacific time to 3 p.m. Pacific time. And actually looking at this, only Jai is the only one. Oh my god, Jai, you're the only one who doesn't have your name in your handle. That's silly. Well, it's an option, it's a choice. I know what you're doing. It's a business thing. So, getting back on topic. It's now almost top of the hour, so I'm going to get started in a moment. And Stephanie's after Jai, yes. Yes, I had put Stephanie's name in my handle earlier when I set it up and forgot to change it back when I found out Jai was after me. So my bad, I didn't put you in the right place. So Stephanie, you are third. Yes, so it's myself, then Jai, then Stephanie, then Jessica, then Deborah, then Linda. Okay, just get breathe. You're all right. We're in the right place. We're doing the right thing. So, hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me on the Periscope. If this is your first time here again, please make sure you do tap on the little guy in the corner to make sure you're following me. Can you still line up one more time? Of course you can. That. Sorry, I'm just moving the tripod. So again, it's myself, then Jai, then Stephanie, then Jessica, then Deborah, then Linda. You warmed up. Good. Glad to hear it. That's the running order this afternoon. So we have quite a diverse but also very inspired group of people coming up. So, all right. So, you warmed up. Let's get to it. So, and by the way, when you're here, as you can see on the right-hand side of the screen, lots of the hearts going up the screen. Feel free to join in the conversation by tapping the hearts there as well whilst you're here. And please make sure you put your comments and questions in there as well. I will probably answer some of the questions, but once I get going in the flow, I may not see them. So I just want to let you know. Okay? So, and if you're having your own conversations, that's fine too. So come on in. Thanks for joining me. Share with your friends. Invite your friends on Twitter, Periscope, followers, all that sort of stuff. I keep tapping too. Thank you so much. My next goal is coming up on my heart. So I'm about 360 now, and I'm looking to get at 400,000 by next week. Just saying. So Twitter shares, please. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for doing that, Steph, and thanks for mentioning that as well, Catherine. And please make sure you're sharing it on Periscope to your followers. We want to get more people in the room. There's 25 now. Let's double that, shall we? Let's get to 50 and then go from there. So, rejection. Such a bad word. Everyone gets panicked about this. And frankly, I'm not surprised. Of course, we know. I've learned that you've got to ask what you want. Because the thing about this is, and this is going to speak to rejection in a moment, it's like, if you don't ask, you don't get. And I'll get to that one later on. So I'm jumping ahead. Back to the point, in fact, rejection. Now, for those of you who don't know me, of course those who do, you get a reminder. My name is Barry Selby, in case you didn't guess that already from my handle. I'm also known as the love doctor to my friends, and I'm known as the heartbreak repair specialist. My passion, my service is helping my clients heal their hearts to attract amazing relationships. Do you think rejection's in that conversation? You betcha. So let me get into that piece now to explain some things, because as an entrepreneur, it's definitely vital to have as Michaela put it, a thicker skin, because we're going to face people who don't want what we want, whatever the reason is. I am an entrepreneur. I'm a speaker and a coach and a guide and a teacher and an author. And thicker skin, it's an interesting place because in my work, vulnerability is key as well. So you've got thicker skin and vulnerability. How do they go together? I'll get to that. The biggest challenge we have, the biggest challenge, is that we take people's opinions too seriously. Yes, we do. Rejection is when we basically want something from somebody else, they won't give it to us. It's permission, sex, business, money, spoiler alert. Right. All these things that we have as we expect or we want. Too personal? Nah, I'm just getting warmed up. Terry, it's not personal. This is talking about the whole thing about rejection because oh, you missed the rest. Catherine, you've got a single track mind, woman. Get over it. So let me get back on track, please. Rejection is something where we expect something or want something from somebody else, they don't give it to us. And it may be their approval, it may be their acceptance, it may be being asked out. It's true in the 48 Laws of Power. I don't know that book. Okay, good to know. Something that was said a long time ago, and I actually said it about a minute ago in the scope, is if you don't ask, you don't get. And oh, we take it. Okay, I was like wondering what you meant by that. I just used the word sex one time, and I thought you meant that. So, okay, thank you for clarifying. I appreciate you qualifying what you said. Much easier. But this is the thing: we get caught up in if you don't ask, you don't get. But also, if you ask and don't get, then what do you do? So some of us we take it personally, and as Michaela said earlier, and I agree with her on this one, particularly because I'm in the area of dating and relationships. Well, that's one option. Crying is an option. The opportunity. The recommendation I have is that if you don't get what you want from somebody else, I think I'm the best way of saying it. If you basically, cry it out. Great one. If you don't get what you want when you're somebody else, then it's their stuff, not yours. That's exactly what Michaela said, and I agree with it because, I know in the area of dating, I've been through this myself many times where I've been rejected, rebuked, and not got what I wanted when I was somebody out. And for many years, yes, years, I took it personally, like, what's wrong with me? I screwed up, they didn't like me, I'm bad, all this sort of crap. And it's not true, it is crap. Your self-support, your value, your self-approval, your self-esteem has nothing to do with anybody else. Was that clear enough? That's the thing we fall in the trap of. We think that our ability to function is dependent upon other people, especially in romantic relationships, but also in business. If a coaching client cancels on you, then what? How do you handle that? So, exactly, your value has nothing to do with anybody else. What you do in business has nothing to do with anybody else. Now, caveats in this, I'll get to those in a second, but also in a relationship, especially when you're dating somebody and you get rejected, or you don't get your first date, you get rejected up front, there's always feedback available. Again, it's something that Michaela mentioned as well. From my point of view in business, if I'm getting rejected by all sorts of clients when I'm promoting my offers and my invitations, my first thing I need to be aware of is that what I have is a value. First, I got to know that because I wouldn't be doing it otherwise. And it's true in romantic relationships. You need to know that you're absolutely, this show's not sponsored by Perry 10K, I love that. Thank you, 5 minutes. You need to know that you are, what you have is a value, independent of the other people. Dating rejection is the hardest one. I understand that. That's my work. And Gary, you know I do this. You can definitely reach out for support. It's the recognition that if somebody doesn't like what you have, First of all, you can see that they're upset with you, may not have anything to do with you. The second part is, maybe there's some value in what they said, not correctness in what they said, not being right with what they said, but there may be some value in what they said. So let me put in the area of business for a moment first. If you are offering something to several clients and they all say no, you can take it personally and say, oh, that's, I got screwed up, that doesn't work, I'm bad, or whatever. Or a more wise choice is to go, okay, based on the feedback I got that they didn't like it, what can I do differently? Because maybe the offer, the languaging you put in your offer was not right for them, which is very cool, because then, I mean, you've got feedback you can use. The key thing, and this is in business, is to remember that anything comes back as feedback you can use to build your business stronger. You can make it clearer, you can get your message out in a bigger way. So to how to overcome rejection as an entrepreneur, to speak to the title, is don't take client stuff personally, take it as a business feedback. If it doesn't make money, it makes no sense. I understand that. And in the context I'm speaking to, the opportunity you have, because I've done it a few times, I've been rebranding programs and rewriting languaging and taking some of my marketing and shifting it, because I realized that my language wasn't speaking to my audience. Now, that's a whole other conversation about, in the whole conversation about how to market your business, there's a whole bunch of teachings and trainings and there's experts who know this stuff about how to do the right language and copywriting, set up your website right, doing webinars, videos. There's so much stuff out there for online businesses for entrepreneurs, which is great because they feed the need to get answers to questions you can't answer yourself sometimes. So as a coach or a speaker and you build your business, it's important to recognize that what's coming back at you is feedback, not rejection, feedback. And by doing that, you then use the information as feedback to improve versus rejection to fail. Very important. In romantic relationships, same thing is true. Yes, same thing is true. There is a distinct awareness that if somebody doesn't like you for some reason, what feedback can you take from that? Not as a right wrong, but as an improvement opportunity. Because all of us can be better than we've been. We're all perfect and divine in the spiritual term, which I talk about in my work too. But at the same time, oh, thank you, Joe. You're going in like 2 minutes, I think. At the same time, you must be aware of the fact that you have opportunity to grow every day. You can do more exercise. You can take care of your health better. You can invest more money. You can do all these different things, not as a wrong thing or a rejected thing, but as a choice point. So you have the opportunity. You like it when I ask questions? Well, yeah, unfortunately, I went through and ranted. Sorry. To be honest, in the show, I tend to just, as we all do, teach a point, because only 10-minute segments, so asking questions is harder to do. But that's feedback, so thank you for that. Because I was also going on to answer your question without going, oh, that's feedback, I could use that. That's not rejection, that's feedback. So that's the key thing. So what you did right there, thank you so much, was to, I'm freezing, not on mine, I think. Is everyone else okay? Everybody else fine? I've seen the hearts go up in the comments. So am I freezing, folks? Let me know if my screen's freezing. On yours, or with just one person? I'm good, okay, so I don't think it's everybody. All right, good. Thank you. Yeah, because the thing is, interactive is fun. Oh, look at that with the feedback. I'm good, okay. See, that's the opposite of rejection. That's praise. But you see, the thing is, when we get positive feedback, we look at it as feedback that's positive. When we get rejected, we don't look at it as feedback that's negative. We look at it as rejection. Let's make the choice in favor of our best. Let's make the choice in favor of our success. So if rejection happens, it's feedback of one form, which can be used for construction for yourself, or feedback about who they are, not about who you are. Okay, Jai, we'll see you in a moment. Thank you. So, and thanks for coming up after. And then after Jai is Stephanie. So we'll be in sequence today. So this is the vital piece to know. Actually, it's not a rope. It's actually a painting of a rope ladder. So it's not a rope physically, no. It's a painting. Yeah. So this is kind of the biggest piece of the truth I want to give you. Is rejection is often available as feedback. And when you have that understanding, whenever things come back at you, you get to go, what do I do with that? Because something may go, doesn't mean anything to me. It's about them, not me. But some of it can be, I'll get it in a second, sorry. I'm doing 3 things at once here. Hi, Deborah. I'm actually in Marine Del Rey, but I'm dog sitting for a friend of mine. So I get to stay at the lovely 3rd floor. See, there's the views. Nice, isn't it? Yeah, that's a nice piece of real estate on the water out there, all these boats. Anyway, back on topic for a moment before we wrap up. Jai should be going live in a second now. Rejection is feedback. You choose which you want to take it as. Positive feedback or negative feedback. It's all your choice. I'm alone at the moment. Yeah, I have a the dog is here, of course, but my friends aren't here at the moment, so I'm taking care of them whilst they're gone. So it is beautiful there. I like it a lot, and nice being up on the third floor because you see a much bigger view of the boats. So since I'm waiting for Jai, I'm just going to do this because since you've been asking for that, even if it's just one. Oops, there we go. Just to show you. There's some comments on there. I can't see a thing, it's too bright to see the screen, but that's the view of the marina. So let's wait for Jai to come live. Not bad. He's live. Okay, great. So that is. I'm trying to stand back through the door without helping myself. You're right. Alright, Jai's live, so we're going to go watch him now. So thanks for watching me, and if you're not already following me, make sure you do tap on the little guy in the corner and follow me, so when I do go follow Jai, you'll be able to follow me too. Alright? Thanks for watching, thanks for enjoying yourself. Make sure you take feedback the right way. Alright? Peace and blessings, take care of yourselves. I'll be back on again later. Alright? Sorry, I'm not sure what the note was for. Oh, just typing something in. Alright. So I'll see you later. Bye, have fun.